Okay, so it's Sunday morning. Good morning. That's my class picture. I got it developed. So it's Sunday morning. It's July 28th. So that means I am one day shy from my NCLEX. Today I'm taking it easy. I am not planning on studying much. I think at some point today I want to go over the yellow book once and a few of the Quizlets. I never went over dosage calc yesterday, so I want to go over that at some point today. Again, I don't expect any of that to take me longer than 3 hours of my day. So yeah, right now I'm gonna take myself and my dog hiking right there. We're gonna go on a hike and then I'm gonna go get my nails done and then I'm gonna make lunch and just hang out and watch a few movies. We'll see where the day takes us. So I just got back from my errands this morning. So I've had an eventful morning. I'm gonna go get my nails done. And I was going to this one place, a new place, because I wanted to try out a different place because my regular place was closed today since it's Sunday. And they were more expensive than expected. So I went to this place that I know right next to my house and they're like in the medium price range. So it worked out. They worked so fast. I was in and out in an hour because they had no people. I sold my item through OfferUp with this lady and I met up with her and she was so sweet and she like gave me a hug and I just realized like, wow, I really needed a hug today because your girl is stressing out. So it was super cute and she was really nice. So then I went to the bank because, yeah, I don't know if I've said, but I'm going to Mexico the day after my exam. So that's also why I got my nails done. I needed to get money out so that I could exchange money at the airport. I'm excited now because I got boba. That was awesome. I decided against studying midday and I'm just going to study before bed the yellow book. I'm not going to stress about any of the Quizlets or any other things because the idea of, oh, I need to make sure I make time to study was stressing me out. And that's the last thing I need today. So I'm just gonna make lunch, watch some movies, cool off, get in the pool, shower, and just like hang out. And then at 8 p.m. I'll go to my room, study the yellow book, and then go to bed. It is 2:47 p.m. I haven't done any studying so far. I got my nails done, I had some lunch, I watched a Netflix movie. I'm pretty relaxed, to say the least. I've done nothing. I think I'm gonna go over the yellow book right now just because I feel like it. Just don't mind it, and then I'll probably take it easy for the rest of the day. But yeah, I've thought about going to a testing center just to see where it is and like to scout out the area, but it's a 20-minute drive from my house, so I think I'm just gonna leave extra early tomorrow. I have my exam at 2 p.m. so my plan is to leave my house at 12:30 just so I have like a good hour of buffer time. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so it is the night before. I'm going to go to bed soon, but I wanted to show what I worked on earlier when I started going over the I know my dog breaks my blinds and he's broken them like 3 times, so I just gave up and I'm not trying to buy new ones. I wanted to show what I worked on earlier when I got in the mood to study all of a sudden. So I did look over the entire yellow book, my clinic yellow book. Yeah, it's 96 pages, but it's written in big letters and there's very few sentences in every page, so you go through it pretty quickly. Like I've gone through the entire thing in 2 hours when I'm just reading it out loud and trying to make sense of it in my head, which I think is pretty good because it's just a very basic review of a lot of different systems. He goes over psych, OB, pharmacology, cardiac, prioritization, delegation. It's just pretty great, simple review to get my mind working and trying to make sense of the common things, but not stressing myself out with too much information because, again, we've done nursing school, the information is in our head. It's not time to learn anything new, right? So as I was going over it, I thought I should write stuff out because I was skimming through the parts that I already like learned or knew by heart, and I didn't need to review as much. So I decided to write down the stuff that I wanted to review more, or stuff that were like neat tricks to remember, such as one of his big things he says is, as the pH goes, so goes your patient, except for potassium. And what he means by that is, if your pH is high, so it's in the 7.45 or higher, then all your symptoms, your patient is going to be on the high end as well, except for potassium. So if the pH is high, your potassium is going to be low, hypokalemic. Because your pH is high, you're going to have alkalosis, and then hypertension, increased heart rate, increased respiratory rate, irritability, seizures, diarrhea, borborygmy, hyperreflexia, etc., etc. So I wrote down a bunch of those little like nifty tricks and things about crutches, and I just wrote it out like that. And it took up maybe 5 pages, and it just has a little bit of everything, and that's something I feel comfortable going over right now, right before I go to sleep, in the morning if I feel like I want to study something. And then again, I have the labs page on my ATI comprehensive book saved, or like opened and ready to go for me to review briefly. But yeah, that's it. This is it. I'm taking my NCLEX tomorrow, and I'm calm, which is worrying me because I should be freaking out more. Just breathing through every question, but that's all I can do right now. Like, I either know it or I don't, but I believe I know it, so I think I will be okay. We will see. We'll see tomorrow at 2 p.m. when I take my NCLEX. All right. Good night.